cannot believe it's been a year since I shot this first ever scene of me entering the loft for the very first time. And to be honest, I had really no idea where or how I was going with this first video, let alone the rest of the year. And I certainly did not ever expect to reach over 1,000 subscribers, and that is unbelievable. And to thank you all, here is a bit of a story of what's happened over the past year and where the channel is going. And towards the end of the video there'll be a bit of a shout out, so I hope you enjoy it. Well, just briefly, I wanted to show you the cameras I use to film the show with, and also the software I edit with, as I've been asked quite a number of times over the year. And my first ever camera I used to film with was a Sony Handycam with a built-in hard disk of 40 gigabytes, which is the equivalent of 27 hours of recording, which produced a really great picture, although the mic wasn't very powerful. So I bought myself a stereo microphone which could be easily attached, and it definitely helped me out towards the end of 2009. And then of course in December I received an HD Sony Handycam camera with an 80 gigabyte hard disk, and this has definitely improved the quality of my videos, and the mic is extremely clear and very responsive. And to edit my videos with, I use Corel Video Studio 12, which is a really nice piece of software and is definitely perfect for my green screening. Well, my first intentions were that I really wanted to start off with reviewing video games and share my personal experiences of the games that had an impact on me, whether they be good or bad. And the likes of The Angry Video Game Nerd and Far From Subtle, otherwise known as Awesome Video Games, certainly inspired me. So I thought I'd give it a go, and to be honest, I'd never made any kind of video to the extent of my first review, which was Super Mario Bros, and I certainly did not know anything about the editing tools or software or the technology or how to really use it. And that actual first video that I made actually took me 3 weeks to make. And along with this lack of knowledge, I unfortunately had a few sound issues from the very start, which actually spread over my first few videos due to a rubbish mic that I was using, and I was also placing my camera too far away from me. So if you've just come across those videos, I'm sorry for the low sound and somewhat long titles, but those were my very first videos. Well, when I first started up, I wanted to give you guys regular videos, but the game reviews at first were just taking me way too long to make, and I wanted to give you, my subscribers, more. So that's when I decided to head in a different direction, where I could make videos in a day rather than every 2 to 3 weeks. So I turned to my actual video game collection, as it has just been sat up there in the loft for a few years, and that's how the idea of video games and consoles from the loft was born, and has changed my Sundays forever, and I hope yours too. And of course, with this new section, has brought a lot of new other ideas to the channel, from my video game and toy tours to my video game collection videos, my top 10 countdowns, my top 50 video games list, and hopefully soon I hope to introduce my new video game reviews. So I hope you can see there's been a real sense of progression, especially as the first 4 months were extremely slow, but I now hope to continue to give you videos every week, and hopefully something that you will enjoy. Well, the progression of the channel is definitely thanks to each and every one of you who has subscribed to the channel over the past year, and I really cannot believe I'm at 1,000 subscribers, and that is absolutely amazing. And I could not have done it also without the kindness and supportiveness of the greatest of YouTubers out there, who have shouted me out and plugged me in their videos, and each and every one of these guys definitely deserves a massive plug back from me. And I personally love watching each and every one of their channels. Between them all, there is tons of great content to watch, and I definitely suggest you check them out. Well, first off, I'd love to plug and thank the Happy Console Gamer for his massive support towards the channel, and for his channel himself, which is definitely a channel that everyone should be subscribed to, and one that I love to watch, as the video game reviews are second to none, and each review is an experience to remember, and one to definitely check out and subscribe to. And thank you very much, Johnny, for all the support that you've given me. Next is a really great guy and one of my favourite gaming channels here on YouTube, and that is the Vintage Video Game Geeks channel. We started out here on YouTube about the same time, and his videos are brilliant. They're extremely informative, really in-depth reviews, and I love hearing his past sort of experiences of gaming and his great stories that he shares with us. Currently working on a new game room, definitely one to check out. Also check out his Angry Video Game Nerd theme tune on a Fisher-Price piano. Next is a channel with a difference, and definitely one of my favourite video game review shows out there, and that's 8-Bit Rob. This channel is produced by Daniel, who works alongside Rob the Robot to produce some of the funniest and most entertaining video game reviews out there. This is one channel to subscribe to. Next up is Tiger Claw TV, who has just been picked up by Retroware TV to feature in a new group called the R-Dub Force, which is an amazing achievement to this great channel and guy. There are over 50 videos to enjoy on this channel, and also this channel is home to the Video Review Award show. If you love collecting video game consoles and thought that you'd seen them all, then think again, as Gamester81, otherwise known as John, has the most incredible and jaw-dropping collection that I have ever seen. And if you thought that was enough, well, there's two other channels of his to check out, Nostalgiaholic and Star Wars Nut 77. Well, you will definitely not be disappointed. Well, next I'd like to plug Barry, otherwise known as Ready-O-Free, who is ever improving his video game collection, providing us with lots of package videos, brilliant bargain buys, and if you love Guitar Hero, then Ready-O-Free's channel is definitely one to watch. Next up is Craig from a channel called TV and Lust, which is a show that I love to watch. Craig has a lot of passion for video games and certainly knows what he's talking about. He has great reviews, and also I love to hear his opinions on the latest video games that he has picked up. Well, here is a channel that should be on everyone's list, and that is Pete Dawes. I'm always waiting for his next video with anticipation, and Pete has one of the most amazing games rooms and collections that I've ever seen. And Pete has also a wealth of knowledge which is extremely informative and makes this channel really exciting. Well, if you want to meet one of the nicest and coolest guys on YouTube and see some of the best unboxing videos, hear some great stories and info, then Fat Funk's your man. This channel will always undoubtedly leave a smile on your face and worth a subscription from everyone. Well, next I really want to plug Sebastian, otherwise known as the Half-Blind Gamer, who along with Tiger Claw TV has been selected to join the R-Dub Force on Retroware TV, and he certainly deserves it as well, as this channel is extremely good fun. A lot of effort goes into these videos, and half the time you'll come out laughing as well. There's some really interesting reviews on some games that I've never heard of, especially on the CDI, so definitely check this channel out. That's the Half-Blind Gamer. I'd also like to plug Mario Sonic 190, otherwise known as Tom, who has an incredibly large amount of rare vintage computers, and Tom also has an amazing wealth of knowledge about each one, and also just recently featured a video on his channel about his top 10 rarest vintage computers, and this is definitely one to watch. Another channel that I'd love to shout out, and that's Spectra Airs. Now this guy picks up some of the most amazing games all the time in near perfect condition, and I would love to know where he gets them from. There are tons of packages from Japan, unboxings, and this channel is filled with goodies. Well, last but no means least is Red South City, who I really want to plug, and this channel is presented by Adam, who has a lot of passion for video games, and it really shows. There are tons of collection videos, lots of reviews, and this channel is definitely one to watch for the future. Well, just before I go, I really want to thank you all once again for subscribing to the channel, as you've made the channel what it is, and thank you for all your great comments, your PMs and messages of support. I love reading them all, and I try to respond to as many as I possibly can. There are tons of more videos to come out throughout year 2, and once again, thanks for watching. Take care and have a great week.
What are you doing, James?
I'm there.